Hello, everybody, and welcome to Karen's Stamp Pad. Thank you for joining me. And let me see, since I've been on last, we've had New Year's Eve. I hope everybody had a good night, and that so far the New Year's is going good. This has got to be a better year. So. Let's see, today I am going to show you, now that the new catalogs are out for customers, I can give you a sneak peek at the mini catalog. Let me just, sorry, I'm going to change chairs. Sorry, forgot. That one's pretty squeaky. And so the new mini catalog. Here we have it. We also have Celebration, which I do not have handy. I do not believe. Okay, anyway. Oh, yes I do. Pardon me. Okay, so there we have it. New mini catalog runs from January to June, the end of June, and let's see. I'm not going to go through this whole thing because this will take up quite a bit of time, but there are some cute stamp sets and designer series paper. I think I will do something with this one. It's called Sweet Talk, and it's for Valentine's Day, and I think I'll do something. I'm going to play around with it this week and maybe do something for my Facebook Live next week. And then, just some really beautiful paper, this designer series paper that goes with the Symbols of Fortune. And anyway, I've been playing with a few of the stamp sets, and so I'm going to do using one today. Just so you know that if you want a catalog, I can mail you one. Just let me know. And my links are below. So, and during this time, for the next 2 months until February 28th, we have a celebration. So for every $60 orders before taxes and shipping, you can get a free item. So there's this cute rainbow paper that goes along with the stamp set and dies for that. There's this beautiful marvelous paper, and you can get this awesome Otters stamp set for $60. You can get for $120. You can get both. Anyway, I'm going to just show you. There's one of my favorite ones, which is a Hostess stamp set. And if you host a party and you get over $375 in orders where you order it, you can be your own hostess, and you can get that beautiful stamp set. And I've been playing with that. It's just gorgeous. So, but today I am going to be using the Flowing Flowers, and it's simple stamping, really simple. And so this is the stamp set, and I'm going to be pulling in my Stamparatus so everybody can see how that's used, for those of you who have just signed up and want to learn how to use some of the tools that Stampin' Up! Sells. And this makes it so easy to do multiples of the same thing in different colors, however you want to. And so I'm also going to show you the note cards, which are 3.5 by 5. And then Stampin' Up! Sells these little mini envelopes, and they are 3 by 3. And so they don't do the cards, but it's simple enough to do up the cards to put in them. And so you could put this on a gift, use it as a tag, or just give somebody, something if you just want to say hello, like this says. And then I'm going to show you how to make a cute little bag, a gift bag that you can put your note cards that you made to gift to somebody. So I think if you've watched some of my other videos, you know I'm into bags and boxes and that kind of thing. Anything to just hold the cards that I make, because I love doing them and I love gifting them. So I'm going to put these aside and pull in some stuff. So I thought, first of all, let me introduce you to the Stamparatus. Now the Stamparatus has a couple of things. It has two of these doors, so you know you can put your stamp on one if you're doing cards, and then on the other one if you're doing note cards. It's nice to switch out, and then you don't have to peel everything off. The other thing, it comes with a mat that you can put underneath. Now, it's great, but little tip. I've got the rubber stamp on here, and if I put the mat underneath there, it's going to be too high. The mat you would use for, let's see, do I have it? Yes. For a photopolymer, which is a different kind of stamp set, and it's the clear ones that you can see. And they are not as thick, so you would want to use the pad underneath there. So, let's see. So I'm going to take that out. It comes with some magnetics. You can see mine broke, and I've got, it's quite strong, and I've got a tag on it so I can pull it off. Some washi tape, and I don't think it's very strong, but okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with these cute little note cards that I've made, and I have cut, let's see which one we will do, the pale papaya. So what I've done is I've taken some pale papaya cardstock, and I have cut it in a 2-inch strip. So it's 2 inches by 6 inches, and then I've scored it at 3 inches. And so that's going to be my card base. And I have cut a few pieces. That one's not one of them. It's a little small. And so I've cut some white, and I've cut that at 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to line it up in here so I know where I've got it. I've got a piece of grid paper underneath because my stamp is going to be a little bit bigger than my white cardstock, and I'm going to just secure it with my magnet. Now I'm going to take my image, my stamp, and I'm going to put it right there. So the greeting that I want is, of course, the hello from the photopolymer stamp set, which is smaller, so it's not going to be able to go at the same time, but I'm going to stick that right there so that I know I've got my other image where I want it, and it's not going to interfere with this. So I will do this one after. So then I'm going to take my plate and I am going to close it, and here we have it. Hello, Margaret Ann, how are you? Oh yeah, your magnets, you broke them. I think I broke the other one too. I can't find it. And yeah, this is great. So I'm going to use like I said, the pale papaya. So what I've done is I'm going to, and if you take an ink pad or a stamp set, let's see, and put that under then it just kind of levels that out. I'm going to take my pale papaya and I'm going to ink up my stamp. So I'm going to take it now and I am going to gently rub and see. Now, the nice thing about the Stamparatus is, as you can see, this didn't come out very dark. I'd like to darken it up, and I don't have to worry about lining up my stamp to the image. If I were to do it on a block, I wouldn't be able to line it up and do it again. But here, I can put some more of this on, and it's going to go in the exact same position. I'm going to do that. Now I could do this 3 or 4 times and you notice it's getting darker. I want it a little more dark. Thanks for sharing. I thought I would, I know you have one, Margaret Ann, and you use it. It's great. I've got some new stampers that have probably never seen this, so that have, there we go. Now that's perfect. On my other note cards, I just inked up the flowers and the background, and then I did the leaves with a Stampin' Right marker, and I just colored them, and then they call it huffing, huff on it, just to soften it up or moisten it up, and then you can put green leaves on it. But I just decided let's just do all the same color. So I'm good with that. Now I'm going to take my chamois and I am going to wipe this off. Hi, Peggy Ann. Thanks for coming on. Okay, so now what I can do is I'll take this plate off, put my other plate on, and okay, well, let's see if this works. Like I said, I should put the other underneath, but then that means moving my thing. Let's see if I can get it. No, see. Okay, that's all right. I know exactly where I put this baby. There we go. Line it back up there. Put this on. And try again. There we go. So see how easy that is. Now I can, if I want it, like I said, let's try. I'm going to show you how easy it is just to change colors. We're going to use the same stamps. Oh, no, I didn't cut green, I cut blue. Fresh pages. So, sorry. Let's do fresh freesia. Here's my hello. I'm going to take off my plate, clean it, and put this one back on. I probably should use the same stamps, not 2 different types. It wouldn't be so awkward. But anyway, there we go. And that out of the way. There we go. Let's see how pretty it is. I love this stamp set. So I've made some, there we go. So let's just put a couple of these together. You don't really need to see me stamping everything. Okay. So, like I said, I've pre-cut and scored these, and it's as simple as just adhering it on there. And then if you want, you put, let's put it on. Wrong color. Put it on there. And I like to decorate the insides as well. So what I would do is, you don't have to, these are light enough colors, but if you're going to go with the darker color, like Evening Evergreen, you might want to put a white insert. So I've pulled in my Artisan Textures stamp set. I love the background stamps. There's always got to be something going on. And this one, I'm not going to use my Stamparatus. I'm just going to take it and put that on and decorate your envelope, finish it off. Same thing, doesn't have to be hard. Quick and easy. Now let's see, I've done more talking than I have stamping, so that didn't take very long now, did it? And you've got your little envelope. You can put it in. Now these also fit. Okay. I made a smaller bag. I'll show you some other ones. They're shorter than this one. So this one I made to accommodate the note cards, which I'll do in just a minute. I'll just do one. So we see that these go in there. It's a little bit taller. Same scoring, just a different height of paper. And these fit the little note cards. It also, you can take, what did I do with it? Underneath everything. Stampin' Up! Sells these little acetate boxes. Now at Christmas, my upline, Karina had held a class where we filled them with things like chocolate covered raisins, and that was reindeer poop, and we decorated the outside of the box. But so we had little goodies in each one, snowman poop and reindeer poop, but you can see that this will fit these. It's 3 by 3 and they fit perfectly, and also fits in the bag. So let's go with, I'm just going to put together, I'll show you because I'm going to use a different stamp set, or not a different stamp set, but a different stamp out of this one set. And I'm going to use the bigger one and use a sentiment. So I don't have to switch things up. I'll use the same. Okay, get my Stamparatus back in here. And this is clean. I will put this back in. Okay, so I have so you've seen me use the note cards before. Stampin' Up! Sells them with like a package with the note cards and the envelopes, the same size, 3.5 by 5. So what I'm going to do is just like simple stamping. I could just go ahead and just stamp this, but just to add a little bit of color, I'm going to use let's see what I did with it. I can't find it. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to do it in Evening Evergreen. And so I've cut this piece just a little bit smaller so that I have some background color, just a little more interesting to look at. I'm going to adhere this. And then I've cut out some white that I'm going to stamp on to put on top of this. So, and this is just a little bit smaller than the Evening Evergreen. And I'm going to use this stamp. So let's see. I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to put that here. And my sentiment is going to be, say, sending a card instead of a text, because I think this is what we love to do, stamp and send them out. And nothing beats a homemade card. So, and I think I'm going to use this other stamp that I've got on a block from the Artisan Textures. I'm going to use that. Let's see. And I'm going to put that here. So I'm not worried about it going off my paper. Here we go. That looks good. I'm going to pull in my Evening Evergreen. Put my stamp set back under there. All right. Let's see. Haha. Looks good, but could use a little bit more. Perfect. There we go. Okay. All right, take that. Get all the stuff out of my way before I have an accident. And I am going to put it on here now. I could put some ribbon on it. I could put some bling on it. And we can certainly do it, but I'm just going to put that on there for now. So what I should have done was taken my envelope and stamped out while I had this out. I can still do that. But I'll take these two off. and the nice thing. So I'm going to have this here, and it was up a little bit higher. I want it down lower, so I'm going to pull the door off, and I'm going to that's pretty much what stamp set am I using? I am with the flowers, it's Flowing Flowers, and this is the Artisan Textures for the background. So I'm going to open up my card, and I'm going to stamp this as well. Let's see. Just a little lower. There we go. So we've done the inside of the card. We've done our envelope. And now we're going to make a little bag too. To put them in. All right. I love simple stamping, just the stamp pad and the ink. Okay, I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. I have already cut, but I haven't scored. This is the new Designer Series paper that comes with the Hello something stamp set. Friendly Hello Designer Series paper. It's got some really cute designs and really nice colors. All the Granny Apple Green, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Shaded Spruce, and Fresh Freesia. So it is, I believe that specialty paper is free with a $60 order. So it's a celebration item. Okay, so what I've done is I have just used a piece of this and cut it in half. So you can make 2 bags out of one piece of Designer Series paper. And so that's 6 inches. And I'm going to cut it down to 10 inches. So you want it 6 by 10. Okay, now I'm going to take it and I am going to score it at 1 inch. And you don't want to press too hard with this paper. It's not very thick, so you don't want to go through, but you want to be able to see it. Okay, so 1 inch, we want to go to 4 3/4. 5 3/4. And 9 1/2. Piece out. 9 1/2. Then we're just going to turn it and determine which way you want it. If you have a pattern, make sure you're paying attention to which direction it's going. So I want the bottom down here, the flowers looking up, and I'm going to score it at 1 inch down here. Okay. Now I don't need my bone folder for this because then it just creases it a little too much. So let's just gently score with our fingers. You get the stamp set and paper with $120 order. Thank you, Sharon. All right. So just make sure it's even. Okay. And I'm going to put some adhesive on the 1/2-inch piece. And then I'm going to fold this over. So it should lay perfectly flat. Both sides. I'm going to take my paper snips and I'm going to cut the bottom. Okay. Here we go. So you're going to see how easy this is to put together. So before I do that, I'm going to take some pale papaya cardstock and I want to cut a handle. So this is easy. I'm going to use my hole punch, my 2 1/4, and I'm going to cut 2. Sorry, wow, 2 of those. And then I'm going to take some 3M, what do you call it, sticky notes, Post-it notes. And I'm going to take my 1 3/4 punch, and I'm going to punch that out. And Sharon, you actually gave me this punch. All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to put this on here first, and I'm going to center it. Then I am going to take my liquid glue, and I only want to put it on half. And let's center it. I'm having a glue mishap. All right, and same with this one on this side. Okay. It's going to take a minute for that to dry on that side. So then I'm going to take my 1 3/4 hole punch again. I'm going to line up that blue piece of Post-it note and cut. Now you're going through cardstock and designer series paper and a Post-it note, so it's a little tough. But I'm going to take this Post-it note off and use it on the other side. I always get the first one centered, but not the second one. No, that's not too bad. Okay. There we go. The stamp set that I used is in the Okay, I'm going to put, give me a second and I'll look it up. There we go. Put some adhesive on those. Just the corners on the one side. Put that down so we have a nice flat bottom. And you can take your phone folder and just push it down inside. So there you have your cute little purse. Note cards in there, and see how quick and easy that comes together. Simple stamping and simple little bag. So let me see, what did I do with that catalog again? There it is. I'm not sure if you're asking if you didn't see the stamp set. Flowering Fields, maybe 14, 17. No. Or is it one in the celebration items? Quickly go through this. Sorry. There it is. Oh, thanks. It's cute big. So flowing flowers on page 36 is the stamp set that I used today. If that was your question, Margaret Ann. Which can be used for many purposes. Yeah, it can. I don't know. Were you on earlier, Peggy Ann, when I like these little note cards? So this is just a bit shorter. All of the scoring and stuff is exactly the same. It's just the designer series paper is a little bit taller here. So this is 6 inches, and I believe this one was 5. Yeah, or 4. And these cute little acetate boxes fit in there too. So yeah, you can make different sizes and it can hold different things. So okay, that was what you were asking. Perfect. All right, that's it for me today. Yeah, so I'm going to go about cleaning up my mess. Thanks for coming out and watching. And yeah, so next week I'm scheduled to come on at 1 o'clock, but unfortunately I have an appointment. And so I will be doing it later on in the day when I get home. And so yeah, I'll post it probably will be about 4 or 5 o'clock. So, and anyway, thanks for joining me, and you guys have a wonderful Thursday. Thanks. Bye for now.